Práctica diaria de inglés. Escucha, habla y mejora tus habilidades. Al terminar, practica más en nuestra app. Gratis. Link abajo. Comienza a practicar.
I feel stressed sometimes. I feel stressed sometimes.
A veces me siento estresado.
I feel stressed sometimes. I feel stressed sometimes. Stress can affect your health. Stress can affect your health.
El estrés puede afectar a tu salud.
Stress can affect your health. Stress can affect your health. I try to stay calm. I try to stay calm.
Intento mantener la calma.
I try to stay calm. I try to stay calm. Breathing deeply helps me relax. Breathing deeply helps me relax.
Respirar profundamente me ayuda a relajarme.
Breathing deeply helps me relax. Breathing deeply helps me relax. I take breaks when I feel overwhelmed. I take breaks when I feel overwhelmed.
Tomo descansos cuando me siento abrumado.
I take breaks when I feel overwhelmed. I take breaks when I feel overwhelmed. Talking to someone helps. Talking to someone helps.
Hablar con alguien me ayuda.
Talking to someone helps. Talking to someone helps. I go for a walk to clear my mind. I go for a walk to clear my mind.
Salgo a caminar para despejar la mente.
I go for a walk to clear my mind. I go for a walk to clear my mind. Exercise helps reduce stress. Exercise helps reduce stress.
Hacer ejercicio ayuda a reducir el estrés.
Exercise helps reduce stress. Exercise helps reduce stress. I listen to music to relax. I listen to music to relax.
Escucho música para relajarme.
I listen to music to relax. I listen to music to relax. I write in a journal to manage stress. I write in a journal to manage stress.
Escribo en un diario para gestionar el estrés.
I write in a journal to manage stress. I write in a journal to manage stress. I try to sleep well every night. I try to sleep well every night.
Intento dormir bien cada noche.
I try to sleep well every night. I try to sleep well every night. Eating healthy helps me feel better. Eating healthy helps me feel better.
Comer sano me ayuda a sentirme mejor.
Eating healthy helps me feel better. Eating healthy helps me feel better. I avoid too much caffeine. I avoid too much caffeine.
Evito demasiada cafeína.
I avoid too much caffeine. I avoid too much caffeine. I talk to my friends when I'm stressed. I talk to my friends when I'm stressed.
Hablo con mis amigos cuando estoy estresado.
I talk to my friends when I'm stressed. I talk to my friends when I'm stressed. Meditation helps me stay focused. Meditation helps me stay focused.
La meditación me ayuda a mantenerme concentrado.
Meditation helps me stay focused. Meditation helps me stay focused. I try to stay positive. I try to stay positive.
Intento mantener una actitud positiva.
I try to stay positive. I try to stay positive. I manage my time carefully. I manage my time carefully.
Gestiono mi tiempo con cuidado.
I manage my time carefully. I manage my time carefully. I say no when I'm too busy. I say no when I'm too busy.
Digo que no cuando estoy demasiado ocupado.
I say no when I'm too busy. I say no when I'm too busy. I ask for help when I need it. I ask for help when I need it.
Pido ayuda cuando la necesito.
I ask for help when I need it. I ask for help when I need it. I take things one step at a time. I take things one step at a time.
Tomo las cosas paso a paso.
I take things one step at a time. I take things one step at a time. I try not to worry too much. I try not to worry too much.
Intento no preocuparme demasiado.
I try not to worry too much. I try not to worry too much. I focus on what I can control. I focus on what I can control.
Me concentro en lo que puedo controlar.
I focus on what I can control. I focus on what I can control. I practice gratitude every day. I practice gratitude every day.
Practico la gratitud cada día.
I practice gratitude every day. I practice gratitude every day. I take a few minutes to breathe. I take a few minutes to breathe.
Tomo unos minutos para respirar.
I take a few minutes to breathe. I take a few minutes to breathe. I stretch when I feel tense. I stretch when I feel tense.
Me estiro cuando me siento tenso.
I stretch when I feel tense. I stretch when I feel tense. I drink water to stay hydrated. I drink water to stay hydrated.
Bebo agua para mantenerme hidratado.
I drink water to stay hydrated. I drink water to stay hydrated. I take short breaks during work. I take short breaks during work.
Hago pausas cortas durante el trabajo.
I take short breaks during work. I take short breaks during work. I enjoy quiet time alone. I enjoy quiet time alone.
Disfruto del tiempo tranquilo a solas.
I enjoy quiet time alone. I enjoy quiet time alone. I try to laugh every day. I try to laugh every day.
Intento reírme cada día.
I try to laugh every day. I try to laugh every day. I avoid negative people. I avoid negative people.
Evito a las personas negativas.
I avoid negative people. I avoid negative people. I set small, realistic goals. I set small, realistic goals.
Establezco metas pequeñas y realistas.
I set small, realistic goals. I set small, realistic goals. I celebrate my progress. I celebrate my progress.
Celebro mis progresos.
I celebrate my progress. I celebrate my progress. I take care of my body and mind. I take care of my body and mind.
Cuido de mi cuerpo y mi mente.
I take care of my body and mind. I take care of my body and mind. I talk to a therapist if I need to. I talk to a therapist if I need to.
Hablo con un terapeuta si lo necesito.
I talk to a therapist if I need to. I talk to a therapist if I need to. I try to stay organized. I try to stay organized.
Intento mantenerme organizado.
I try to stay organized. I try to stay organized. I plan my day ahead. I plan my day ahead.
Planifico mi día con antelación.
I plan my day ahead. I plan my day ahead. I keep a to-do list. I keep a to-do list.
Llevo una lista de tareas.
I keep a to-do list. I keep a to-do list. I avoid last-minute work. I avoid last-minute work.
Evito dejar el trabajo para el último momento.
I avoid last-minute work. I avoid last-minute work. I listen to calming music. I listen to calming music.
Escucho música relajante.
I listen to calming music. I listen to calming music. I do yoga to relax. I do yoga to relax.
Practico yoga para relajarme.
I do yoga to relax. I do yoga to relax. I read a book to unwind. I read a book to unwind.
Leo un libro para desconectar.
I read a book to unwind. I read a book to unwind. I take a warm bath at night. I take a warm bath at night.
Tomo un baño caliente por la noche.
I take a warm bath at night. I take a warm bath at night. I spend time in nature. I spend time in nature.
Paso tiempo en la naturaleza.
I spend time in nature. I spend time in nature. I limit screen time before bed. I limit screen time before bed.
Limito el uso de pantallas antes de dormir.
I limit screen time before bed. I limit screen time before bed. I turn off notifications sometimes. I turn off notifications sometimes.
A veces apago las notificaciones.
I turn off notifications sometimes. I turn off notifications sometimes. I use a stress ball when I'm tense. I use a stress ball when I'm tense.
Uso una pelota antiestrés cuando estoy tenso.
I use a stress ball when I'm tense. I use a stress ball when I'm tense. I practice mindfulness. I practice mindfulness.
Practico la atención plena.
I practice mindfulness. I practice mindfulness. I focus on my breathing. I focus on my breathing.
Me concentro en mi respiración.
I focus on my breathing. I focus on my breathing. I let go of things I can't change. I let go of things I can't change.
Dejo ir las cosas que no puedo cambiar.
I let go of things I can't change. I let go of things I can't change. I try to forgive myself. I try to forgive myself.
Intento perdonarme a mí mismo.
I try to forgive myself. I try to forgive myself. I give myself time to rest. I give myself time to rest.
Me doy tiempo para descansar.
I give myself time to rest. I give myself time to rest. I try to be kind to myself. I try to be kind to myself.
Intento ser amable conmigo mismo.
I try to be kind to myself. I try to be kind to myself. I avoid overthinking. I avoid overthinking.
Evito pensar demasiado.
I avoid overthinking. I avoid overthinking. I slow down when I need to. I slow down when I need to.
Disminuyo el ritmo cuando lo necesito.
I slow down when I need to. I slow down when I need to. I remind myself it's okay to feel stressed. I remind myself it's okay to feel stressed.
Me recuerdo que está bien sentirse estresado.
I remind myself it's okay to feel stressed. I remind myself it's okay to feel stressed. I focus on one task at a time. I focus on one task at a time.
Me concentro en una tarea a la vez.
I focus on one task at a time. I focus on one task at a time. I keep my space clean. I keep my space clean.
Mantengo mi espacio limpio.
I keep my space clean. I keep my space clean. I light a candle to feel calm. I light a candle to feel calm.
Enciendo una vela para sentirme tranquilo.
I light a candle to feel calm. I light a candle to feel calm. I try essential oils to relax. I try essential oils to relax.
Pruebo aceites esenciales para relajarme.
I try essential oils to relax. I try essential oils to relax. I spend time with loved ones. I spend time with loved ones.
Paso tiempo con mis seres queridos.
I spend time with loved ones. I spend time with loved ones. I hug someone I love. I hug someone I love.
Abrazo a alguien que amo.
I hug someone I love. I hug someone I love. I play with my pet. I play with my pet.
Juego con mi mascota.
I play with my pet. I play with my pet. I paint or draw to express myself. I paint or draw to express myself.
Pinto o dibujo para expresarme.
I paint or draw to express myself. I paint or draw to express myself. I do something I enjoy. I do something I enjoy.
Hago algo que disfruto.
I do something I enjoy. I do something I enjoy. I take time off when needed. I take time off when needed.
Tomo tiempo libre cuando lo necesito.
I take time off when needed. I take time off when needed. I listen to my body. I listen to my body.
Escucho a mi cuerpo.
I listen to my body. I listen to my body. I go outside for fresh air. I go outside for fresh air.
Salgo al aire libre para respirar aire fresco.
I go outside for fresh air. I go outside for fresh air. I focus on the present moment. I focus on the present moment.
Me concentro en el momento presente.
I focus on the present moment. I focus on the present moment. I try to get enough sleep. I try to get enough sleep.
Intento dormir lo suficiente.
I try to get enough sleep. I try to get enough sleep. I keep a regular sleep schedule. I keep a regular sleep schedule.
Mantengo un horario de sueño regular.
I keep a regular sleep schedule. I keep a regular sleep schedule. I avoid working too late. I avoid working too late.
Evito trabajar hasta tarde.
I avoid working too late. I avoid working too late. I turn off devices before bed. I turn off devices before bed.
Apago los dispositivos antes de dormir.
I turn off devices before bed. I turn off devices before bed. I drink herbal tea to relax. I drink herbal tea to relax.
Bebo infusiones para relajarme.
I drink herbal tea to relax. I drink herbal tea to relax. I avoid sugar before bedtime. I avoid sugar before bedtime.
Evito el azúcar antes de acostarme.
I avoid sugar before bedtime. I avoid sugar before bedtime. I try not to rush. I try not to rush.
Intento no ir con prisas.
I try not to rush. I try not to rush. I leave early to avoid stress. I leave early to avoid stress.
Salgo con tiempo para evitar el estrés.
I leave early to avoid stress. I leave early to avoid stress. I stay away from drama. I stay away from drama.
Me mantengo alejado del drama.
I stay away from drama. I stay away from drama. I focus on my breathing when anxious. I focus on my breathing when anxious.
Me concentro en mi respiración cuando estoy ansioso.
I focus on my breathing when anxious. I focus on my breathing when anxious. I count to 10 when I feel angry. I count to 10 when I feel angry.
Cuento hasta 10 cuando me siento enfadado.
I count to 10 when I feel angry. I count to 10 when I feel angry. I journal about my feelings. I journal about my feelings.
Escribo sobre mis sentimientos en un diario.
I journal about my feelings. I journal about my feelings. I limit the news I watch. I limit the news I watch.
Limito las noticias que veo.
I limit the news I watch. I limit the news I watch. I take care of myself first. I take care of myself first.
Me cuido a mí mismo primero.
I take care of myself first. I take care of myself first. I do breathing exercises. I do breathing exercises.
Hago ejercicios de respiración.
I do breathing exercises. I do breathing exercises. I stretch in the morning. I stretch in the morning.
Me estiro por la mañana.
I stretch in the morning. I stretch in the morning. I take a walk after dinner. I take a walk after dinner.
Doy un paseo después de cenar.
I take a walk after dinner. I take a walk after dinner. I keep a gratitude journal. I keep a gratitude journal.
Llevo un diario de gratitud.
I keep a gratitude journal. I keep a gratitude journal. I listen to calming podcasts. I listen to calming podcasts.
Escucho podcasts relajantes.
I listen to calming podcasts. I listen to calming podcasts. I avoid multitasking. I avoid multitasking.
Evito hacer varias cosas a la vez.
I avoid multitasking. I avoid multitasking. I focus on what matters most. I focus on what matters most.
Me concentro en lo que realmente importa.
I focus on what matters most. I focus on what matters most. I talk to my partner about my stress. I talk to my partner about my stress.
Hablo con mi pareja sobre mi estrés.
I talk to my partner about my stress. I talk to my partner about my stress. I share my feelings with others. I share my feelings with others.
Comparto mis sentimientos con los demás.
I share my feelings with others. I share my feelings with others. I try to stay hopeful. I try to stay hopeful.
Intento mantener la esperanza.
I try to stay hopeful. I try to stay hopeful. I remind myself I'm doing my best. I remind myself I'm doing my best.
Me recuerdo que estoy haciendo lo mejor que puedo.
I remind myself I'm doing my best. I remind myself I'm doing my best. I take care of my mental health. I take care of my mental health.
Cuido de mi salud mental.
I take care of my mental health. I take care of my mental health. I practice self-care every day. I practice self-care every day.
Practico el autocuidado cada día.
I practice self-care every day. I practice self-care every day. I take deep breaths before a meeting. I take deep breaths before a meeting.
Respiro profundamente antes de una reunión.
I take deep breaths before a meeting. I take deep breaths before a meeting. I listen to relaxing sounds. I listen to relaxing sounds.
Escucho sonidos relajantes.
I listen to relaxing sounds. I listen to relaxing sounds. I wake up early to have quiet time. I wake up early to have quiet time.
Me levanto temprano para tener tiempo tranquilo.
I wake up early to have quiet time. I wake up early to have quiet time. I avoid overcommitting. I avoid overcommitting.
Evito comprometerme en exceso.
I avoid overcommitting. I avoid overcommitting. I ask for a break when I need it. I ask for a break when I need it.
Pido un descanso cuando lo necesito.
I ask for a break when I need it. I ask for a break when I need it. I use positive affirmations. I use positive affirmations.
Uso afirmaciones positivas.
I use positive affirmations. I use positive affirmations. I practice being present. I practice being present.
Practico estar presente.
I practice being present. I practice being present. I avoid comparing myself to others. I avoid comparing myself to others.
Evito compararme con los demás.
I avoid comparing myself to others. I avoid comparing myself to others.
Gracias por ver. Suscríbete a nuestro canal y activa las notificaciones para obtener nuevos vídeos a tiempo y continuar tu viaje de aprendizaje de inglés.